You know
What's
what's really
up?
funny is when you type in something that you're like, look at later and you're like going, what did I just put in?
How's it going? I'm not James, but that is Jen. And hopefully James will jump in and join us. But good morning, Jen. How's it going? Or afternoon, I should say. How's it going?
It's really going well. It's one of those days that started out like it looked like it was going to pour, and now the sun is
Oh,
coming out, which doesn't
fun.
mean it's not hotter and blazes outside, but
Uh, yeah, you live in a similar place that I do. It's really humid and it gets really weird, and the weather is like very erratic,
yeah.
especially around this time of year.
Do you guys are you guys like I know that there's some places like Colorado and Florida are known for during the summer months having an afternoon rainstorm like
Hmm.
almost every day. Is
Yeah,
Arizona like that?
we have monsoons
Oh no.
and haboobs. Like it's crazy. Yeah. Our summers are very fun. Yeah, it's good to. What is Kyle says? I stayed up till 3 a.m. animating last night, so I have a migraine. Fun. That's. Listen, I that's the story of our life today. Mike's out today because he's not feeling well. Um, we haven't heard for James yet, so he'll pop in, but he's been very busy lately, doing some amazing stuff for Scout. So great news coming out of there very soon, guys. But Jen, what's new with you? Anything cool come through the shop?
Yeah, we're so the exciting thing, I just got off the phone with a local Lego group, and they're
Oh,
super excited about the way we're building out the space so that they can come and have regular Lego meetings here. And they
that's
found out that I
awesome.
actually have bulk Legos to sell. So they're like, can you just bring out a bunch of bulk Legos and we'll just dig through Legos for our meeting? And I was like, that's
Mhm.
acceptable. So
Fantastic. I love that. I love when shops do like some like really cool things for groups and give them a space to do that, because
Mhm.
back in the day when I was in high school, we didn't have I mean, they were around. I mean, they're not, but but you, if you knew about them, then you knew about it. But if you really didn't, it's so I love the fact that more shops are kind of doing that, and you guys have the space to do it.
Yeah, there's not. We kind of live in a place where the price per square foot allows us the
Hmm.
luxury of having the ability to
Yeah.
have like a public space. But the problem for most places, like if you're in San Francisco, there's no way you can have public space in your shop because you're paying $1 billion per square foot. So they have to
Yeah.
be very creative. I know they would love to do it, but they have to be very creative with how they do that. Competition Lego building tournaments, I would like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they do Magic the Gathering. There's all kinds of stuff that they tournaments and stuff that they do. Why not a Lego build tournament? Like, how's the builders? I mean, it must be snack time because my son's knocking at the door again.
What does your son ask for snacks? What's his favorite snack?
I don't know. We should probably pull him in and be like, what does he want for a snack? Today he wants Lunchables.
Ooh,
Um, so
yum.
he wants a Lunchable. He's all about the Lunchable right now.
Mhm.
So I mean, like just like any kid, right?
Yeah.
So,
So does he
but
like the regular one, like the meat, cheese, and cracker one, or does he like the one that you make a little mini pizza?
he likes all the. I mean, all kids love all those stuff, but he right now he's all about the cheese and crackers,
Yeah.
and then the pizza ones every once in a while. Those are a treat, but he really loves the cheese and crackers. And he's funny though. He's the kind of kid that like you buy him like the top dollar name brand Lunchable, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he's like, nope. And he wants the like the store brand Lunchable. And I'm like, all right, dude, whatever. Those are the crackers, and those ones are better anyway, I think.
I think that you're right about that. Oh yeah, it is. It is like young charcuterie board.
Yeah,
Thing.
right, right.
My son who's 19 now is obsessed with charcuterie boards. Like
I know.
for his birthday, he chose a fancy restaurant that had them just so he could have one.
Oh, that's awesome. That's fantastic. You guys are making me hungry because all I had was my old man drink.
Your old man drink.
My old man meal replaced me. I'm losing weight, Jen. I'm on a weight loss journey. I listen.
Ooh, tell me
Okay.
more.
So we have a crazy story, but there was a moment in my life where I was close to 300 pounds, and I used to be like the skinny, scrawny, lanky kid all the
Mhm.
way into my 20s, and then maybe it was depression stuff, blew up, and it's taken me years, but now I'm closer to my goal weight. I'm under 200 now, so I've
Ooh,
been doing the whole meal replacement things and working and not I've been listen. I'm not a workout guy. I really should be, but I just kind of watch when I'm eating my portions, and my wife gets mad at me because she's like, guys always lose weight too so much more easier than
yes.
women. But it's I mean it's scientifically proven we do. It stinks. You just cut out sugary drinks and watch your portions, and men just lose it faster. And I don't understand. It's crazy. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So
Yeah, our bodies are very much built for holding on to extra weight just in case we procreate.
see, listen, I think that's what it. I think it's because women are the childbearing. You know what I mean. You also have the body type and the stamina to like actually go out there and slaughter our food like back in the day. You know, I mean, the women actually did the hunting and all that stuff.
Well
Like, oh,
done.
it's like men just has the easy job just to sit back and be like, all right, it sucks, but man, we need to make sure. But this is the thing: in order to make up for that, we need to tell the world that you guys are all queens and you all matter. Like
Preach,
seriously.
preach. Yeah, I've always been kind of a tomboy, so I don't know. I like people talk about it so much about the differences, and I was like, I just haven't really noticed it because I just kind of like was whatever.
Yeah. Listen, I'm on a big kick today because all the craziness going on in the world today. So I'm just like, you know what? Women matter. Women are awesome. And you people need to stop forcing their I'm not listen, I'm gonna stop right now because I don't need to preach that way. So let's just stop. We're here to talk about comics.
It's like if you ever wanted to know if there are tough chicks in the world, it's like I just think back to the beginning of the Ukrainian war where it has a grandma standing there handing sunflower seeds to a soldier saying, "Put these in your pocket so something beautiful grows where your body falls." So it's like, dude,
That's hardcore. That's yeah.
I need a shirt that says that.
Right? Yep. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, I got something cool. I I don't know if you see this back here. I won one of those cool boxes from Whatnot, from Scout Whatnot.
All right, so what does this have in there?
This is their web store exclusive box. So there's it says 10 plus items in your box. I got 10 web store exclusive books in here. And this was freaking awesome. Like, I'm not gonna tell you guys how, because you can only get this on Scout Comics Whatnot. And I got this during their first Whatnot Comic Con, and they're gonna do another one at the end of the month. They're gonna do one on the 30th and the 1st of May, and they're gonna be doing it straight through from 11 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. straight through, all the way through. Like, it was crazy. Like, because the work that I do for them, I have to jump in every hour and post and engage and kind of keep it going and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun. You guys should check it out. But I actually bid on some of the stuff, and I won this box in an auction. There's some gorgeous books inside. Check you guys can check Scout Comics social media, and I posted a video about this box and showed the content, so please check it out. Really cool. And
They have a bunch of
follow
cool
Scout on
boxes.
Whatnot. What's that?
I think my favorite box that they've ever done is the battle damage box.
They just debuted the recount title box yesterday on Whatnot. Oh man, because I gotta tell you guys, when they do the title boxes, and you see that we start posting and you see your emails from the email list saying that there's a new title box coming up. They always do a Tuesday show to on release day selling that box. So if you guys want to get your hands on one on release day, as it comes out, and you can see, and they'll even open up the contents and show you right there on camera for you if you like. Even if, and then what's cool is if they have the creator in HQ, they'll sign books for you. So it's always really cool to kind of catch the show.
So do they mostly do like their stuff at auction when they're doing whatnot, or they do just
The,
buy it
the
now?
way, yeah, they do have buy it now. So you what I don't know if you've like played around with whatnot and like
Mm,
purchased stuff from there.
yeah, we have
So
shipped.
they do have auctions. Auctions are like what's going on live. But you do have, if you want to just like go buy like a battle damage box or like certain things in the store, they'll put things in there for you to purchase. But I don't think everything in store is available there. It's just certain things that they have it on the buy it now that they entered into there. So you do have buy it now options.
Cool.
Really cool, really cool. I love whatnot. It's a fun experience. If you haven't checked it out, check it out.
Very fun.
So what
So
else is in? So what dropped this week? Any cool new books dropped this week?
Kyle's talking about Alice Ever After. That's a cool
Okay,
book. That is,
I have not
like there's
read it
like
yet.
been, I don't know how many books that have been set in the Alice in Wonderland universe. This is so different, very very
Yeah,
different. It's like
and
it feels
who's
like
that one from?
I believe it's Vault. I don't want to be wrong, but I
Vault.
think it's Vault.
Okay.
Uh, and it's kind of cool. It actually has it's like a time period piece, but it visits Alice years after her very young adventures in Wonderland, and just as
Okay.
a trigger
Yeah.
warning, it deals a lot with behaviors that you would see from people that have addictive personalities, in which she's clearly willing to do whatever to get back to Wonderland. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a kind of like a dark look at it, but really great art. I'm looking forward to seeing where they're going with it next. But it really
I'm
only
really excited.
stars.
There's
Yeah,
some
you
cool
are.
stuff coming up. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
tons of cool stuff. I got to be doing some research and stuff for some of the books that are coming out, and Ambrosia actually sent me her pool list, and we can go through it and see if anybody's got these lists. Moon Knight 10. Are you reading Moon Knight right now?
I don't get to read Moon Knight 10 because we sell out of it before I get to. It's like it doesn't. We're all the way up to
You
issue
mean
10,
you don't?
right?
You mean you don't have your own pool list?
No, I
Oh
don't
my
have it
gosh.
in me to deny. Oh, it was Boom
True.
Studios, Alice. Sorry.
Oh, Boom Studios. Okay, sorry guys. Alice Ever After is from Boom Studios. Check it out. Definitely check it out. Devil's Reign 6, she's got on the list. She-Hulk 3, Strange 2. I heard Strange 2 was really good. Bounty Hunters 22. Spider-Punk #1. This one really is really cool because this is supposed to be what is it? What is his name? I just had his name, and it's not Iron Spider, right? Maybe it is. Maybe it is Iron Spider. Oh, Ironheart. That's what.
Yeah,
No,
but
not
is it
Iron.
new? All right. So you're thinking of
What's the
Ironheart does have
spider?
a different version.
Yes,
It is in
I
this
forgot.
universe.
Right. So that happened in that with that guy. That's what I'm doing. I'm researching, and I just skimmed it. I didn't check it, and I haven't read it. So Ambrosia did. She's gonna tell us. Bounty Hunters 22. So Little Monsters. Everybody's talking about Little Monsters 1 and 2. That one's really good. Wonder Women Historia. That one's really good. The gorgeous art on that first one. Have you looked at that one?
Yeah, Black Label books and the true Black Label size are always so pretty.
I love the prestige format. It's really awesome. What else? Walking Dead. They're doing the reissued. Monkey Prince 3 and New Masters 3. That's Ambrosia's list. I gotta go through and look at my list. It's mine is just all scout stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to stay on the cusp of what's going out for them.
Yeah, that's all I do is talk about scout, and it's like everybody's like, "Oh, we already know what you're gonna say." So whatever scout's dropping today.
There's a cool book out of Aftershock, which I'm not going to remember the entire title, but it has ocean in the title. That one's really kind of cool. It's about a high schooler that's moving from Hawaii to I think probably California, if I was going to guess. And he is a swimmer, and in his own swim team, he won state for Hawaii. So he's showing up at a high school and being like, okay, well, I'm just going to try out for the team. I'll make the team fairly easily because I'm skilled. But he's got the problem of like maneuvering. I'm the new kid at school.
Mhm.
That's always difficult. And then there's the other problem of there is something else going on. There's some weird black tendrily stuff that is both in the
Oh,
ocean
interesting.
and in the actual swim pool that they use for practice.
What
Ocean will take us. That's it.
ocean will okay. I was
Yeah.
trying to look it up. Thank you,
And,
Jay Burns.
and
Tell
there's
us the
other
ocean will
stuff
take us.
too.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
there's
Let me
other stuff
see.
that's going on that's very spoilery that I can't say, but I so if you're a fan of like third wave, which kind of has like a young man as the main character,
Mhm.
this one it's like a good crossover book for things that
Okay.
are around the
And
water.
who's it from?
That one is from Aftershock.
Aftershock. Okay, cool. I'm looking through some of these books now, and they're really good. I heard Red Room is really crazy. I have the first issue of that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's listen. I was talking. You know how Joseph Schmalke he writes all these awesome horror books, right?
Yep.
And he read Red Room, and he's like, that one's crazy even for him. So if he's saying that one's crazy, maybe I'm gonna stay away from that.
I didn't get to read all of the. So we're in the second series right now for Red Room. I didn't get to read the first one all the way because the way I don't know if the number 2 is set up this way, but the number 1 was set up so that it's got like one continuous story running through the middle of the book. So as you turn, the middle story is all the same. There's a top story and a bottom story, and they're all interconnected somehow. But you can't really probably read it like a traditional way where you're like, I read the top, middle, and bottom and remember what's going on page to page. You probably have to go top all the way to the end, middle all the way to the end. And I read the middle story because that's what I had time to do. And I thought to myself, yeah, they're continuing on with this whole like, it's very, very much what do they call that part of the internet that's like behind the internet that you have to know how to get to?
Oh, I know. Yeah, the creepy side of the internet. Yeah.
It's like it's all taking place there, and it's most of the pages are like people making comments in a chat while snuff films, like real true snuff, is happening on the other, like on the screen, and it's kind of like the dialogue amongst all of these people that are quite off the dark web. Thank you, Jay. That are regular viewers of this stuff and are basically trying to like say, okay, well, this guy needs to work harder to keep us engaged. And meanwhile there's like they're throwing Bitcoin at it, like if they're really enticed by the grossness of it, they'll throw Bitcoin. And it's just like, this is, I mean, here's my thought process. It probably actually exists in some form that's really close to what we're seeing, and that disturbs me because it's not like this just came, it doesn't have the feel of like this is completely made up. I think this really is based on something.
I'd listen with something like that. I just learned to not question it. I'm just like, I don't want to know, and then I'm just gonna leave it that way. So I think my pick of the week is gonna be because and listen, if I'm gonna I'm gonna do a bandwagon thing. Just because everybody's talking about Little Monsters, I'm gonna go back and read number 1 and then read number 2 this week, and then Spider Punk number 1. That's the only reason why I'm saying bandwagon is because those are the 2 that I hear everybody talking about this week.
Yeah, we've already had a sellout for Spider Punk, so it's probably something that if you're watching and you are thinking maybe I'll think about it, you shouldn't think about it too long because your else might run out of it.
And so you guys are sold out?
We're sold out. We sold out an hour ago.
Oh wow. So you guys got to get to Space Cadets early if you want your copy, or even better, create a pull list.
That's right. Pull lists are key. I always every time we go live, like people come on and say, why are you out of this thing? Curses, I'm too slow. And I'm like, you know what? You could have ordered 50,000 copies of it. You just have to tell me before FOC happens.
Right. Exactly. You want 3 copies of that one, and make sure and ensure you have it. Make sure you tell them listen, this is my thing. As soon as that thing drops and it's available for pre-order, get on it. You don't want to talk to your shop on FOC day. No, I guarantee you.
It's so we try to we've told publishers forever, and Scout does this perfectly. Like if you just you can send me an email every day that says, here's like a picture of the front cover of a book, and then right below it has a little blurb of what the book's about. Like the synopsis is best written by those guys, right? And just do one. You don't have to put a bunch of stuff, just one. Then I will cut and paste both those things and post them to my store site and say, for your pull box consideration. And then it's super easy for me to get information out to my customer base. And so most everyone is kind of gone to that format of not like the normal list would have been like once a week putting like 10 titles on there. So I can't post about 10 titles every day. It's too much. So but they give me one every day that I can do that.
Right. And we have a question. Spider-Punk, is it a miniseries or ongoing? Let me see. I'm looking it up and we see what kind of series it says here. It's showing 3. So I don't know if there's more past 3.
Normally, if it's listed as a mini series, they'll say one of.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go look.
Series volume. So I mean, it's showing 3 for now, at least until June 15th, when that's number 3 is listed. That's when it's going to come out. Who knows?
Like Spider-Punk tend to be limited series. They reserve ongoing for their larger characters. And I think it's better to do them as little mini series when they have more jumping on points.
A 3-issue, 4-issue mini. I'm cool with that because I can feel like I like those little 3-issue ones, but sometimes those 3 issues can feel a little too rushed. But then and that 4, it seems to be like that sweet spot.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. Cool. I'll check it out. It seems pretty fun. Yeah, it looks really cool. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the cover, but listen, some of these covers are real dope. I'll probably show it on the show tonight, on Wednesday Warriors. So if you guys want to watch Wednesday Warriors, make sure you guys check us out right here on the XP, 9 p.m. EST. So me and Ambrosia will talk about that tonight.
Perfect. And just as a heads up for everybody, I know that I said that we're sold out of Spider-Punk, but I will tell you that I know that the distributor is out of Spider-Punk #1 cover B. So if it's not on the rack, they can't get it. So
yeah,
don't walk.
That's why a pull list is the best way to get your books.
Well, and sometimes, I mean, there has been recently, it's a lot harder for them to get the information put into the system. So sometimes we are ordering even at FOC blind for what a cover looks like. We know who the cover artist is, and that's it. So sometimes I'm just like, oh, I don't know what to do here. Do I need to order 50 of them because it's Gleason, or do I need to order 10 of them because it's Gleason? It depends upon what style Gleason's doing because he has 2 different styles.
Oh, it's so rough. It's rough. Man, I am just grateful that I am not a retailer right now, because all that craziness, I think I would pull my hair out. Oh wait, there's no hair.
It's pretty fun. I mean, it's always been this way. We've got it really good right now, honestly. Everyone says it's like, why don't we have images at FOC? But when I started in the industry, you literally like 3 months out got a form that said Wolverine #8. X-Men 29, whatever, and you just put down how many you wanted. You didn't have a synopsis. We didn't, and it was just like sheet of paper that we faxed to them. Faxed, y'all, faxed.
Wow.
And so we really,
you were technologically advanced there with a fax machine.
Yeah, I used to during lunchtime at the comic book shop. There was a local station that had like a business lunch where you could, as a business, request a song and then they would mention your business. So it was a little bit like free advertising. And so I always did it on I had 2 like personalities I had made that I did on Monday and Fridays. Monday always was Crazy Jen, and I would like draw out my request like in kind of like Pictionary style and fax that to the station. And they would describe it on air, which was pretty funny. And then my Friday personality was I think I called myself like the Pink Lady, and I wrote all my stuff as requests, but they were in poem form. Hey, Mel! Aloha! Joey's the Frozen. I can talk all I want. Oh my goodness. So weird when people freeze because I don't know if it's me or them. From my side, it always looks like that's them frozen. How's everything in Hawaii, Mel? Glad to see ya. It's gonna pop off and pop back on. Freeze! Super deep in thought. He's really thinking hard about what that looks like. So does anyone else have like their favorite thing that is coming out this week that they have on their polls that they're super excited to go pick up? Or I'm sure there's someone out there that's actually picked up their stuff already and has plowed through it. I'm trying to think what else I read this week that I thought was super dope. There was one that was like, so yeah, he is in deep thought. All he can do is push buttons. He'll be back. You know what's super fun is when companies send me like promotional stuff, like Scholastic. Scholastic just sent me something fun. Little posters for kids.
I'm back.
He's back. I was like, this was you for a while.
I'm sorry. I went into the void. I don't know what happened. That was very weird. It was very, very weird.
Nottingham. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Nottingham #6 dropped this week. I forgot. And that series has been amazing. That's out of Mad Cave. I highly recommend that. Even if you didn't read the first series, get the trade and get Nottingham 6. That one is pretty much set just exactly where you'd imagine a Robin Hood tale set, except for the main character, instead of being Robin, is the Sheriff of Nottingham. And when you meet him in the first book, he's actually trying to solve a series of murders, and he is a detective, like you would expect a sheriff to be. And so that gets resolved in the first series, and this one's a new jumping on point with another difficulty that fits right in the storyline for Robin Hood, but it's not the characters the way you imagine them, and there's all kinds of subterfuge and things going behind the scenes for the king and the prince and all those things. So it is cool art.
That's awesome. That sounds like a good one. I guess we can close out here, Jen. Do you have a question to close the show out? I mean, I can bring one up, but maybe you get one.
You never get to do
it. Okay. Okay. All right. So how about this? Let's do a fun one. Because I got frozen. Let's say I got frozen and I got shot into another universe. If that was you, what would your universe be if you got shot into a different universe and got frozen in time?
Frozen in time. Where would they end up throwing me?
Where would they end up throwing you if you got beamed into a different dimension?
I don't know. Probably I'd show up in animated Watership Down. I'd be like that. I'd be that freaked out bunny Fiverr. Yeah, I think that's it.
I feel like that's very last scene where we see like in Loki, where they're sitting on that rock and everything's just like Judgment Day, everything's just like, I feel like that would be the dimension that I would be thrown into, be like, oh look, it's chaos, but like I'm just sitting there like just chill. And like I feel like that's where I live. I chill in chaos.
Things are falling apart, but it's okay.
There you go. I don't know if that's a metaphor for what I'm going through, but whatever. We'll go with it.
Oh yeah.
Thanks again, Jen, for hanging out with me and talking to me right here on I Must Ask You a Question. Hopefully next week we'll have James in the house and he can tell us all about the cool stuff that he's been doing for the last 2 weeks.
We'll try to fool him into telling us secrets that he shouldn't.
Right, I know, because he missed last week because he was talking to some pretty cool people about a pretty cool comic book. So we'll find out. We're gonna pry that information from him. We'll see, because he usually slips and drops some news on here. So we'll see what we can do, guys. We'll do that for you guys. Jen, please, can you let everybody know where they can find you on social media and the shop?
A lot of places. I'm Commander King. Commander King is Twitter, and I think Insta is Space Cadets Collection. And on Facebook, I'm Jen King. And because I'm old, I use Facebook mostly.
You are not a TikTok influencer, I guess, then, right?
I might be.
We're gonna get you there, Jen. We'll get you there. We will make you look at. Listen, we're gonna dye your hair and we're gonna cut it short, and you're gonna like have this rebellious like hair, and we're gonna turn you into hip Jen.
Oh my.
No, not really, because we love the way you are. Jen, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. It's always a whole lot of fun hanging out with you guys on Wednesdays. It's me, and then I go out and feed my kids snacks because they've been knocking on the door the whole time.
Right. Get those Lunchables into them.
Lunchables, full circle. All right, guys, go eat your Lunchables. We'll see you guys next time. Let me pull up the thing. Bye.